It's like they had a light bulb moment of idiocy. It's like the light bulb went off, but it was like a short circuit. So it's not really an idea. It's just stupidity coming to the forefront of their head.
Reality train wreck, hearts off the rails. Married at first sight, thousand epic fails. 90-day fiancé, passports and regret. Chaos on the screen, ain't seen nothing.
Welcome everyone to Reality Trainwreck. I am so happy to have you. This has turned into the Prenup games instead of 90-day fiancé because good lord, they are getting into it. The throuple still can't get it right because they are just plain... We'll get to that. And also, Juan, does he go back on the cruise ship? But that was a fun one considering I can see both sides on some level, but we will break that down. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, share with your friends. I appreciate all the support. Y'all are amazing as always. Thank you so much for being here week after week. We will continue on, and don't forget, the new 90-Day Fiancé Hunt for Love starts tomorrow, so that should be interesting. Let's get into it with Sarper, because he is always one to entertain.
Right here on my face.
What?
I said no, I mean, it's are you crazy? Are you mental?
Okay, she's trying to get a name tattooed on her face, and he's saying, are you mental? There's only one person crazy in this relationship, and it ain't him.
Writing someone's name, I mean, even it's me.
Yeah, that's like the ultimate commitment.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's more than wearing a ring. I can't.
Yeah, and it's also the ultimate of dumb when it comes to you, considering every other week you're making up some reason to be mad and want to break up and say, hey, maybe we can't get married now. But now you want to get his name tattooed on your face? Oh no, she settles for the neck, so that's okay. This lady's unhinged, I'm telling you.
It just means so much to me because we've been through a lot together.
There's
and
so much, and I'm going to
so
cry a
his
little
approval
bit.
is the most.
She didn't give her approval. She didn't give her approval at all. So her saying giving her approval, no, what she said is I'm going to go off to college. So if you want to live your life, now should she have to get her daughter's approval when she's grown? That's a gray area because you should want your kids to like who you're with, but at the same time, you know, you do have to live your life on some level, and kids might not like who you're with. Depends on how they treat them, depends on if they get along. There's a lot of factors that go in. But outright saying that she supports it now, that's just not true.
Kind of like a promise that no matter how much we fight, we're always going to get through it and
Oh.
we're always going to stay together.
You say
Oh,
that?
yeah, he didn't get it.
Oh my God.
Well,
You say that? Really? This is a promise that you're going to stay together? Are you serious right now? Now, his looks ridiculous because he's got the big lips, but I will say, it doesn't have a name or anything. She got this tiny little Sarper on her neck. It's very small, still stupid. I don't know what they're thinking. I certainly don't know what he's thinking, but her saying it's kind of a promise? No, it's a bad decision because you make no sense. Y'all can't make up your mind. Well, I say y'all, she can't make up her mind on any given day, and she's already always fabricating things to be mad at Sarper when 90% of the time, it seems to be her, even though, sure, he's not perfect, of course not, but damn, she's the cause a lot.
The ultimate bad boy. It's like the tramp stamp for bad boys.
Really?
What?
The retired one?
Well, you are.
Am I?
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
Are you?
Are you? It's the tramp stamp for bad boys. Okay, keep telling him that. Look, even Sarper don't believe that crap. He was just doing that to acquiesce a little bit or whatever. Yeah, I'm a bad boy. I got lips tattooed on my neck. Okay, that's just like saying, hey, I'm really trying really hard, but it's not really working out. And that's what it turns out to be. Look, get a tattoo, do what you want to do, but trying to sell it as, hey, it's a bad boy thing because you got my overly injected lips tattooed on your neck.
I am a little bit worried as to where his head is. I don't know
Where-
if it's from exhaustion
where might his head be?
or if he's still
Oh.
like trying to process everything.
Okay,
but-
so after the bachelorette party happened with the burlesque show, that if you didn't think he would be uncomfortable with that, then you are just gotta be dumber than a box of rocks. There's no way. She just wanted to do it, had nothing to do with him, and that's the end of it. But now she's trying to sell it as, I don't know why he's upset. I don't know why he's not talking to me. What could it possibly be? Is it the nerves? Is he uncomfortable at something? Oh my gosh. Like, no one believes you, lady, because you wanted to go see, because you're having trouble coming to terms with the fact that you're also attracted to women, or you just don't want to admit it or whatever. This was a show for you, and you didn't care that it might make him uncomfortable because this is completely out of the realm for what his culture is.
we were not expecting anyone to be like fully exposed.
What?
No, you were.
You didn't think that someone might get exposed. I mean, they had tassels. I don't know. They blurred it out, but they were swinging their tassels around that were on their chesticles. So you didn't think that there might be some exposure in one of these crazy shows like this. I get it wasn't a straight strip club, but it was Burlesque, which is very skimpy and all this whatever it is. And so you had no idea. You said your friend, who you drew naked, by the way, has done these shows, but you had no clue, right? Also, you were in New Orleans, and they are a little more free with things down there too. But she had no idea. I don't buy it for a second. She's just lying right now.
That told me that 90 days is not enough to get to know a person.
I mean, the reality is, and he is wrong on this one, he pushed for it to be a little quicker because saying they'll save money, which may be true. I don't really know the prices or how that works, but whatever. They save money, whatever. He pushed for it to be a little sooner. 90 days is not much time to really get to know a person, especially when you haven't spent much time with them in person already. I mean, could it work? Sure. Anything can work. Outliers happen. But it's the exception to the rule. The rule is typically you're going to need more time to really get to know someone. Now, are you going to absolutely know every little thing, every little detail down to their favorite movie, favorite song, favorite lyric, all these little things? No, probably not. But you need to know the core things. And that becomes the problem with them is they're not getting to know the core things. I feel like she knows more about his core things, but he's asking one simple question that he can't get an answer from, which is, are you attracted to women as well? Because that's just something that he wants to know. And regardless of whether you care or not, if he wants to know it and they're getting married, these are things they need to talk about. It does matter. And she answers without really answering by saying, oh, I don't think I should have to answer that. Oh, I'm tired. I'm this. And you'll see more of that later on in the episode.
Our baby's at home missing their parents, and we're dealing
Oh,
with it.
are they? Our baby's at home. They're missing their parents. You didn't think about that or care when you were running to date a Tijuana stripper. What the hell is wrong with these two? How freaking stupid do they have to be? Or how many red flags? It's like someone's slapping them in the face with pictures of her cheating with a bunch of other men, doing all these things that they're acting like they're surprised about, and they're still like, well, we could be home with our kids, but I don't know if I'm there yet.
You go home.
I'm close, not gonna lie.
Close! I'm not gonna lie. How are you close, but you're still not saying go home? He's saying you want to go home, and you're saying I'm close. What the hell would you need to happen to say, you know what? I've been under hypnosis for several years now when we're doing this stupid thing we're calling a throuple, but now it's time to go home and actually try to raise our kids, because now we're going to have to deal with the fallout of being away from them in Mexico, dating a Tijuana stripper / hooker, and, having to explain that whole ordeal because it's played out on national television. Maybe we should go start that now. No, they're not there yet.
My friend,
Oh, she brought a friend.
speak very well both language.
Oh, good.
So I wanna use him for translate, okay?
Can I use my friend who could be very favorable to me to translate? And these two stupid idiots decide that that is okay. Now, if anyone walked in and said, hey, I'm going to use a translator, my friend, and you already know they're just basically a pathological liar. I'm over-exaggerating that. She's not a pathological liar, but she has a problem with lying, and you know that, and yet you're going to let them bring the translator like the friend isn't going to say things favorably? These two have got to be the dumbest people who live in one of the most expensive houses I've seen. Like, family money? There's no way they got there with the intellect they have up there.
Without even a struggle.
So she started going with the other name.
Oh, it clicks now.
Anything in her name at all.
Yeah, not keeping anything in her name.
Oh my good Lord. What the hell am I watching here? It's like they had a light bulb moment of idiocy. It's like the light bulb went off, but it was like a short circuit. So it's not really an idea. It's just stupidity coming to the forefront of their head. That's what we just witnessed. She's explaining this as, I was still married, but I really couldn't separate because it was very hard. And oh, by the way, I was abused. And oh, by the way, she throws everything at them under the sun, which, by the way, you play on someone's sympathies. It doesn't matter if they've lied to you this whole time. You should take what you know about them, which is that they're a liar. Why would she not be lying to you about this now? How would you prove it? You couldn't. You would just have to take her word for it, and they're too stupid to actually question it. No, now they're going to say, oh my gosh, it makes so much sense now. And guess what? They're back in there because they are freaking dumb.
She did something she was very uncomfortable with just for us to not pass judgment on her.
That is the worst excuse for a man that I think I've ever seen. Not only is he not protecting his relationship by saying we're not doing this, he's not protecting his kids by continuing to let this liar in who is playing them like a damn fiddle. And now he's been sucked back in because she throws a little something something at him and is allowed to have sex with this other woman. Instead of saying, hey, I'm going to be faithful completely to my wife, but I need to talk with her about doing this throuple thing because it ain't going to work. We're going to focus on our marriage and we're going to focus on our kids. No, he's too much of a freaking idiot to actually do any of that. So now he is also like, oh gosh, why wouldn't I think of that? That she was, going through all these things. Maybe it's because she didn't tell you, and now she's claiming she did because she felt unsafe. I'm like, okay, she felt unsafe while soliciting you in a strip club in Tijuana and accepting money from you. She's okay with that, though.
Her family like, here's my boyfriend.
Oh.
Here's my friend.
You immediately forgot that she's been stealing money from you. She's lied to you about everything. It's not her real name. She's still possibly married. And now you're worried about she's going to say that you're the friend and not the girlfriend. Oh my gosh. They have the memory of a fish. It's true. They're like Dory. They're like Dory incarnate. This is the human version of Dory right here. This idiot and his idiot wife. The idiot husband, the idiot wife. Dory. Yes.
Maybe she introduces her to her family and they don't like us, and that's a deal breaker for her.
Oh, so these might be the deal breakers. Not everything you just found out about this liar who her office is a strip club in Mexico. And I guarantee you, you are not the only one she's playing.
Fair. This is important to me. This needs to happen.
Okay, so he presents Aliyah with a prenup saying this needs to happen. Now, this is like a couple days before the wedding, so should it have been talked about before? Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous presenting something a couple days before. But we all know that the reason for this is because he ain't trying to be with someone who has their parts cut off. We know that that's where this is going. He's not comfortable with it. Instead of being like, hey, it's not my thing, sorry, we can't get married. Now you're jumping through all these hoops to try to make it like you're not just outright saying we can't be together. It's really dumb and really childish. Probably in the prenup it says if you have any surgeries or whatever, you cut off your stuff, then, it's going to null and void the marriage or whatever a prenup says, or you're not entitled to anything. Guarantee it's something like that because that's his problem, which, fine, that's cool. But just say we're not, why even go on with this charade?
Oh my God.
What on earth am I watching? This is like some bad 80s corn movie or something. One of them intimate movies, you know what I'm talking about. It's like they come in with the crazy music. He's in some cow costume. He's like, hey, I'm here you've ordered some milk. I'm here to deliver. Like this is ridiculous. Now he's trying to have fun, I guess, because he paid the dowry. Good for him. Yay, he paid the dowry, whatever. Let's hope that he maintains this job. The only reason he paid the dowry is because, according to him, his parents were able to pay for the venue, so he had some money that he had planned for the wedding. Great, you paid the dowry. Now what? Are you going to maintain your job? Are you going to be able to do the things you need to do to have a good marriage? Like, I don't know, get your own place? That is to be determined.
Jessica needs to be in Juan's shoes.
Yes.
To understand what he feels.
Yes.
And what he thinks about it.
Yes. This is the problem with what's going on with Juan. He wants to go back to the cruise. Now, I don't think he should, because for the simple reason that if you want to truly be a part of your son's life, being away for 8 months at a time is going to be difficult. And if you don't have to be, which he does not have to be, he's not in the military, he's not, in some crazy job like working on an oil rig, he can get a job there. It's not one he would like, and I understand that, but it's better if you can be a part of your child's life. Sure. The problem I have with Jessica is that she's not even remotely trying to understand what it's like to be in his shoes. His cousin is 100% right. She needs to try to understand that for him, it's not easy stepping away, basically playing the house husband, which is not easy for most men because we want to provide. It's ingrained in us to provide, to take care of our family. So that is the same with Juan. He wants to provide, and it's hard with jobs. He has no idea what he would be doing there on farms. At least try to understand and relay that to him. This is about communication. She has none. It's my way or the highway. And that is causing him to be like, I should go away, do the cruise. Something's got to give here. They need communication, or they need to communicate better.
You're wasting my time, and it's not fair to me, and it's not fair to David.
She is right here. She is 100% right. It's not fair to her, and it's not fair to his son. The problem here is she wants to say that like it's all him when she is not even remotely trying to understand where he's coming from. Not even a little bit. This is why I don't feel bad for her. So she can be right about something, but also you need to do better.
Nice to see you guys.
Look at this bunch.
Oh my God.
Oh, look at this bunch of plastic surgery injected skin suits who are just nothing but Botox and filler. There's no actual human left in them. Botox and filler. That's it. I mean, look at them. That's it. What? There's no part of human left. Okay, Dan. Okay. Dan is full of like, I don't know, croissants or something. But, he hasn't had no work done. That's cool. But look at this. Every last one of them. And it's ridiculous. This is the epitome of like the LA scene of, hey, we want to look important, but we're not really important. Let's get everything injected up in our face. Let's get any surgery we can. Let's spend most of our money. We probably have a budget for cosmetic procedures just to get through each month by month. They look ridiculous. And yet these people there think they look good because the circle of the people who do this in places like LA, they just reinforce each other like, yeah, you look fantastic. And then someone else comes in like a normie from the outside like, y'all all look like weird injected ducks. Y'all look like weird stretched skin ducks or something. Did anyone tell you that? And they just don't believe it. It's like fantasy world.
So what's going on with the wedding? When are you guys going to get married?
Oh.
Why is she looking at him? Like they're asking what's happening with the wedding, when are they going to get married? And she looks at him. These are her friends. Why on earth is she looking for him to answer this for people he is not close with? Now she has said that they can be your friends too, which is an outright lie, and we'll see that in just a little bit.
Brainstorming, what should we do?
Instead of a wedding.
We should just get married in bed.
Oh, okay.
And I was kind of joking, but then he said, yeah,
kind of not.
I like that idea. And I was like, oh.
Okay.
Actually, that's a good idea.
Well, I hope you didn't plan to have like a priest or pastor wedding because it's going to be weird calling them in to say, hey, we're going to lay in the bed and can you just pronounce us here? We'd like to get busy immediately after. You might not even have time to leave the room. These two, this is why I really think it'd be a better Sarper reality show, but if they had their own show, it would be entertainment. I will say that, as annoying as she is.
We can't control the U.S. government, and neither can you.
What is she even talking about?
Able to work and contribute.
So they decided to bring up a prenup because naturally it's her friend's place, right? And then now this other lady decides to jump in there and start preaching about, hey, we can't control this, we can't control that, but you really should do this prenup because it is all of their place and not Sarper and Shekinah's to make these kind of decisions, right? So of course he might feel a little ambushed. Guess what? I side with Sarper 100% on this. Her friends are ridiculous, and her not ever standing up to them tells me what kind of character she has.
My friend Alexandra brings up the word prenup.
Oh,
she asks
okay.
if we're going to have one, and
yeah.
I see my friend
Wendy, the nice injected face Wendy, who has all the procedures as well.
Just take the reins with it and go full throttle.
Because why?
I can see it in her eyes. She's actually getting emotional.
Why? Why the hell would your friend Wendy get emotional at this? This makes no sense. Unless...
And I understand her point of view. She is my business manager. She's worked.
Oh, there it is. She is my business manager. So her friend Wendy decided to jump in there, get emotional, when in reality, it's because she's afraid that she's going to lose money. She is not. She doesn't care about you. She cares about any money you might make her, and that she would lose if you and Sarper broke up and he said, you know what? You screwed me over, so I'm going to go after your wallet. Now, do I think any of that's right? No, of course not, which is why you shouldn't marry someone unless you're sure. But at the same time, I do understand why some people get prenups. I get it, especially on shows like 90 Day Fiancé. But Sarper has an interesting take, and it doesn't seem like the person, you don't want to, even if it's something that you think is a reasonable thing, it's not something to spring on someone at the last minute by your friends, and then you act like, hey, yeah, we should do that. This is a conversation y'all need to have. But did Shekinah do that? No, of course not, because she is selfish. She doesn't care about him. She cares about Shekinah.
But if you want it, I have one clause.
Oh!
We will add to the prenup.
Okay, okay. Are they willing to hear the clause, and why the hell should it matter what Wendy's thinks the clause is? Because you know what this is? It's nothing more than a contract, right? So the whole point is, hey, if I have to sign it, maybe we can talk about it. So you should be okay with considering his, right?
I have a weight target for you, right? 128 pounds.
Uh-huh. And?
I will weigh you in every first week of every month. For every pound you over, I will fine you for $1,000.
Sarper did it. If you remember, this is a callback to when they were first on the show, and they were all about weighing her and everything like that, and she herself from her own mouth said, I'm okay with this. I told him I like this. I want to be held accountable. So when anyone's watching from the outside, they see that they're like, oh, that's horrible. For one, he's only saying this because he feels ambushed, so he's kind of trying to get back a little bit. And also for two, they were all okay with this. Shekinah, by her own definition, was like, I like him to be in control. I like him to do these things. So she gave permission. But all her friends, of course, are going to be like, oh, gasp, good Lord. He doesn't even want to do that. This is simply because he was ambushed, and it's hilarious, and I'm here for it.
You want to wait until after the marriage to resolve your problems?
That
doesn't
makes
make sense.
It doesn't make sense. Thank you. That makes no sense. I don't know what he's doing now. And Mahdi goes on to say, like, well, when I'm in love and all these things, I'm like, yeah, but if you have issues you need to talk about or that are bothering you, it's probably better to do it before the marriage to make an informed decision if it's going to be a deal breaker for you or not. Waiting till after to resolve things is something, it's just insane. It doesn't work. It never will.
Live the rest of your life compromising for the sake of making her happy.
Yes. And the thing about that is like, there's nothing wrong with compromise. In a relationship, you're going to have compromise. That's where communication comes in. You have to be able to work with each other. It's difficult if one person is never willing to. That's why relationships fall apart. So it's not, compromise isn't bad, but if he's always the one compromising and she never compromises, that's where it's going to be bad, which means he is going to hold tons of resentments that are going to build up until it gets worse, until it ends anyway, because there's just so much resentment that not only is the love not there, but you're starting to really start to not like that person. So yes, he wants to compromise, but you have to have a compromise between each other. There's no compromise with Stevi right now. She doesn't want to see anything that he does. She took him to a burlesque show after he explicitly told her that he's uncomfortable by these things.
It's not written in the Bible that you're not supposed to go to a strip club, so I'm good to go.
Well, yeah, that's probably because there weren't strip clubs back then, but there are a number of things about debauchery and sin and things like that. Whether you believe that or not, if you're invoking the Bible because of that, I'm sure some other passages could be pointed out for that one.
But I could get over that.
Oh, okay,
Let's
good.
Just have a good time. And
by inviting the mother of the groom to go to the strip club, which is also odd because they're going to a female, all the females are going to a female strip club. It's like if the males were like, hey bro, you know what we're going to do? We're going to go Chippendales. You know what? Forget about those women. We're going to Chippendales. We're going to go watch the damn male review. Would not happen at all. But okay, whatever.
Joan, welcome to a U.S. strip club, girl.
Oh, yay! Welcome to
water balloons.
like two water balloons. Okay, we're not going to show a ton of the stuff at the strip club because I don't really care, and I don't need to show that. All of this is pointless, and you're there with your mother-in-law, so also really, really weird.
If you don't mind, I'm going to get you a lap dance.
Why the hell would she want a lap dance? I mean, like, I think this friend is either she might be a lesbian or she's bisexual or something like that, because she is really about trying to get her a lap dance. I'm like, why would you want another woman dancing on you with a lap dance? It makes no sense. Like I said, I refer to my previous Chippendale reference that would not happen, by the way, and just why? Why?
It's your life. You have just put so much into where you're at, Sean.
This is his mom basically saying, yes, he's doing the right thing by getting the prenup or trying to get the prenup signed, but where were you when he was trying to talk or talking to you about marrying some random Brazilian that he spent very little time with, and yet then you were all about it. But now it's like, hey, this is your life. Maybe it should have been, hey, you're rushing into it then. But now you're going to say that? None of these people think things through or have a good thought process, and none of them are giving good advice for the people that surround them.
I've never seen paper flowers in Colombia ever in my life.
So he said something about we need to have something Colombian in our wedding, just for my culture, which I think is perfectly fine. I mentioned that before. But they bring a bunch of tissue paper with different colors, and they're saying, we're going to make Colombian paper flowers. And he's like, I don't know what this is. What is this something? So she's letting the friend tell him what he should have at the wedding for the Colombian culture. The friend that controls everything, that has never been in a relationship with Jessica. Wink, wink. Sure.
I'm just a little confused.
Oh, you live confused, so I'm not really surprised, Megan.
Bring the cruise up.
What?
Like, why are you wanting to go back on the cruise?
Why is it her frickin' business? Why is this chick in everything? Why is Fatal Attraction chick here in absolutely everything that has to do with their relationship? It is not her business. And for one, Jessica shouldn't be telling this to her. For two, right then she should say, look, not the time. We're going to discuss. End of it. That's it. That should be the end of it. But instead, she feels like, hey, let my friend bring it up because that seems like something that will help the relationship. Sure.
The cruise life isn't for him anymore.
Oh, okay.
You can always come back to the money.
Oh, yeah.
Right now, your family needs you. I'm really hoping he decides.
Oh, look at that. He is a hostage. She's got him hostage. He can't go. Somebody, listen, Herb. I need you to blink twice if you can't get out. I'll send help. Does that guy not look like he is there against his will? My God. And why the hell is she telling them what they need in their life? I don't care if it makes sense in a sense. Like, yes, I get it. You shouldn't be away on the cruise with, for 8 months away from your family. But it's not her place, and she's just parroting what Jessica says. She doesn't really have an opinion of her own. She just wants to be in control more than him.
Well, if you want me to make a choice in between my family and the cruise ship or a job, I would take my family first.
Of course he's going to take his family first, at least for now. We will see. She gave him an ultimatum. Now, could this work long term? Sure. If she starts to actually make it seem like she understands where he's coming from. I don't think she's going to do that because she doesn't think she's wrong. She doesn't think she has done a thing wrong. She thinks she's right 100% of the time. So it's probably just a matter of time before he's either just leaving to go on the cruise or thinking about it again, unless she changes her tune.
It is going to be hard to leave cruise life behind, especially with the type of jobs I can get in this area.
Yes, it's going to be very hard, and I'm going to be watching to see if it even lasts.
It's business. So she comes with me an offer, and I go her with a counter offer.
Yes, it's a contract. They keep trying to say it's not a contract, but then specifically say it is a contract. The friends are too much Botox in their face, too many fillers in their head. Their brain doesn't work right because they keep contradicting themselves. It is 100% a contract. That's what a prenup is. It's saying this is, if, you get these things, if the marriage breaks up, if there's adultery, you don't get these. It's all those things. And so he's like, I come with a counteroffer. He's basically saying, yes, of course I'm messing with you because you come with this nonsense. These friends who are saying, hey, you need to do this. It's not their place.
Your suggestion about adding a clause in the prenup about my weight
Yes.
is not a shock.
No,
Of course he's
why
saying
would
that.
it be?
He's the same guy that was trying to weigh me from day one.
I love how she says he's the same guy trying to weigh me from day one when she's the one that said, I wanted him to do this. I told him to do this. I wanted him to be on top of me. All of these things. And now she's making it seem like, oh, it was him from day one, trying to retroactively change things and backtrack. Look, you can disagree with him doing that. That's fine. But at least it needs to be acknowledged that she was a part of it. She wanted it. She said she wanted it. She told him she wanted it. So What do you expect? If he's okay with it, then he's going to do it. If you say do it. And yet now you're the victim, right?
I'm asking her.
What if she gains 5 pounds?
Yeah.
Well, you're gonna cook
$5,000.
What does she get? What do you do then? It's like $5,000 she owe me then. Of course. I just tell you what it is. Gotta love Sarper.
I'm trying to respect this relationship.
Oh, do you?
But I also try as a...
You try to respect this relationship, but you couldn't even respect yourself enough to look in the mirror and say, hey, maybe don't wear that weird turtleneck today. No, but you're trying to respect this relationship. Sure, Dan.
I have more assets than
I don't so he comes out with the I have more assets than her. Like I have more than her. And then but I'm not trying to get a prenup. Why is she? So then it's like the friends just go into meltdown mode. They don't even know what to say at that point. Like I have more, but I'm not doing it. Why is she doing it? It's a great question to ask. Interesting.
You see a future with her, you see forever with her. Like, that's
right.
it.
Yes. So why? So his whole point, yes. So why the prenup? That's he's like he's saying in my culture it's forever and everything like that. Which yes, it's supposed to be. And so this whole thing doesn't make sense because even if you wanted to do that, why bringing up now and acting like yeah we should absolutely do that because your friends brought it up just goes to show where your loyalties lie, and it's not with your future husband.
I mean, it's really, disrespectful. It's so disrespectful.
And he got up and left, and rightfully so. Why would he sit around for that crap when he was basically ambushed? For what reason? It's not their place. Why do all these friends and family think it's their place to bring up prenups like at the weirdest times and ask if they're going to sign one? It's not your place. And oh, by the way, these are the friends that Shekinah claimed he was going to be able to look to for support. But yet, do they look like they're supporting him or actually are asking him what he thinks? Or are they just ambushing him saying you need to do this? But no, these are the supportive ones.
Really amazing. Oh my God.
That's a creepy room. All these birds, like, I don't know. Like, so I like history, so touring something like this might be fun. But staying there, I don't know. A bunch of creepy taxidermy birds.
It's not a good moment, but we don't have any more time.
Yes. No more time. So basically, he's asked again, he's like, look, it's weighing on me. You never really gave me an answer. Are you bisexual? And again, she makes an excuse. Like, I know that's your answer right there. Obviously, she's answering it without answering it. But it doesn't really give you the warm and fuzzies because she's not willing to give you a straight answer about something you're asking. Doesn't make you feel good about your marriage in the future. So, she could come out and say, yes, I'm bisexual, but I'm with you. I'm not going to leave you. I'm not going to do that. She could say a million things, but instead she's just avoiding it completely, which makes him think she might leave me for a girl. And that doesn't feel good. So now she's too tired.
I feel like I made a mistake coming here.
Oh, that's not good. Damn. He's saying I might have made a mistake. That's not a good way to start the marriage. If he's already going to want to think about, I need to go back because my future wife, who is my wife tomorrow, can't even give me a straight answer. It would be the same if he was doing the same thing about something, but he hasn't. All kinds of craziness we see nonstop. Clearly, the couples are falling apart. There's madness. There's breakups. Okay, well, not breakups yet, but there will be breakups. There's prenups for sure. There's tons of stuff going on with the throuple because it's just stupid and everything's dumb. But it's entertainment, and I'm here for it. Gotta love the drama. We will see, how these continue to play out as these weddings start to happen. Will someone get left at the altar? Probably, but we'll see. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, share with your friends. I appreciate all the support. Check out the video on 90 Day Fiancé, The Hunt for Love tomorrow because that is going to be a real train wreck. And I will see you next time.